Do you remember when was the first time you ever heard about online meeting? Please share with me in the chat box when and what was the first online meeting platform that you have used before. Everyone? Google Meet? Yes. Zoom? Wow. This TECM. Okay, what is it? Sites? Okay, thank you. Well, online meeting, or we call it virtual meeting platform, is a video application that software that brings people together over the internet. So it allows individuals to meet and work together face to face, while in the meeting in personal is not possible. This actually been introduced long time ago, especially over the multinational company. And this concept become more popular when was it? Everyone knows about online meeting. Yes, MCO, our 200, our movement control order, when we first locked down, the pandemic came. Yes. And because of the online meeting, it's become why so many people know more about online meeting is because of the meeting remotely can make human meet together and help us to feel and stay connected. Else locked down in home for 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 2 weeks again and again make us feel that so frustrated that we didn't connect with each other. But throughout the online meeting, so many things that we can, it's good that we can connect to each other. And all among the online platform, Zoom is well known and popular due to its easy to use than the traditional video conference platform. Nowadays, online meeting become a new norm, and by mastering the Zoom meeting managing skill will help us to manage our meetings with our audience easily, make sure that our meeting go on smoothly. And some event company, they even hire a technical crew to just help them to manage for their online event. If I would like to explain all the features, functions of Zoom, it will be a challenge for me tonight because it takes almost 2 hours to explain all. So tonight I will be only focused on the features in online meeting to ensure you all get the nuggets and take away to support your club meetings. So let us start. From basic, with Zoom meeting, we have the business account, which we pay for it, and the personal account, which is free of charge. And you might see the slightly different in between. There's, for business account, we have the poll function and also the backup function. While for personal accounts, we don't have that. And some more personal accounts, we only limit for 40 minutes of usage. While business account is, after we pay, we can use it. Okay. Now we start with the security. Why I will show two. Actually, there's two control panel that you can control on the feature. The first one is on the bottom part. When you have the security, that all this bottom is the control features. And also we can do the controlling by clicking, double click on the participants. Then there will be a 3 dots. I will remove myself. I think most of you cannot see, right? So you will see after you click the participants control, then there will be a 3 dot over here. You just click on it and you can also get the same feature. That's why during my meeting, I will make sure that I'll always open on the participants list so that I can control the features whenever I need. Okay. So the first on security, what is security about? The security, when we start the meeting, you can decide to lock the meeting. When we lock the meeting, you are not allowed other participants to admit for your meeting. And same as the waiting room. Why we need the waiting room function? When some meeting, they might have some discussions during the committee members. We try to avoid the participant come in and see our discussion in messy. So enable the waiting room will let the guests to wait. And when our team is ready, then you admit the participants to enter the meeting. Same as there's some restriction that we allow or not allow the participants to do, like share screen. We allow them to chat. We allow them to rename themselves. If they found that, hey, why I cannot rename myself, maybe you disable the function of rename themselves. So host, remember to take care on this and make sure that you're allowing or not allowing the participants to do on this function. Second, we talk about participants. We can invite the participants by sending them the invitation link, and we can also invite them by clicking the Google Calendar and send the reminder throughout the email. And also, when you double click on the participants, as I mentioned, there will be a participant list that came up. So we can operate the Zoom throughout the participants list, or we can throughout the videos there's a 3 dot beside the participant video. Then we can operate all this function. Just for your information, if we click on someone is sharing something or they are talking, they are unmute themselves, and host, you mute them or you stop the video of them, the participants themselves are not allowed to unmute themselves again, unless host or co-host, you send invite for them to make sure they unmute themselves or open the video again. So be careful of the function of mute and stop video, yeah. When we want to click the button, make sure that you resend again to unmute them. And also for the chat function, you can direct chat with them, or you can direct chat personally, or you can send a message in the group. Later I will explain about it. And also the pin and spotlight. Okay, when we want to, during a meeting, when we are in a large group, sometimes we ourselves cannot manage the meetings. That's why we need a co-host to help us for our function. How you can co-host with someone to help you? You just, beside their video, pick the 3 dots and you make it co-host, or you just put in overlay on your mouse on their name, and then make them host or co-host. Once you pass the host responsibility to someone, you yourself cannot be the co-host until the host make you co-host again. So there will be some little technique that you should remember. And for rename, I think that this button is quite important for me, especially when we manage on online meeting, the Toastmaster meeting. As you can see, Venus practice, we always rename ourselves according to our roles. Why we need to do so? Sometimes we need to highlight the speaker fast, or we need to highlight someone fast. By doing the rename, we can find the participants easily. Like if I would like to highlight the evaluator 3 and speaker 3 together, then I can tap E3, then EV, then came out the name of evaluator, then I direct spotlight on the evaluator. Then for speaker, I can direct that S, came out the name of all the S. Then I can direct immediate spotlight for the S. So this 5 participants actually is quite convenient for me when I rename the role accordingly. Okay. And we can also put them in the waiting room or remove them from the meeting. Now, talking about the feature of spotlight, add spotlight, and pin, what is the difference? First, you can see all this, like we are giving the certificates, we highlight all these participants. Why we using spotlight? If you use spotlight, that means that person being spotlighted into that meeting, the speaker being spotlighted, and the maximum spotlight is only 9 spotlight. And we can add the spotlight to the second speaker, third speaker together like this. As you can see, there's a total 7 people being spotlighted. And if sometimes we want to remove the spotlight, it takes a long time, right? One by one, click remove spotlight, remove spotlight. There's a quick function tips that I can give you. If you would like to hand over to next person, you direct click another person that's not in the spotlight, and like later the session will hand over to DOE. DOE will speak, right? Then I will click from DOE there. I will replace a spotlight immediately. The spotlight only focus on one person. After that, I will only remove from DOE, which means it's convenience for me. Instead of one by one, 7 people, I need to spotlight for 7 times. Replacing spotlight, I only need one button. It's easy for us to operate. And of course, when we do pin, what is the difference between spotlight and pin? Pin is only you pin for the person that operate pin can see the function, can see the person in the priority. Like now, I'm a speaker. I pin my timer. In my view, timer will be the first, so that I can see timer time. But from your view, even I'm host, I just pin timer. You all cannot see as I'm speaking, so the focus will be on me, right? Then I would also like to talk about view mode, because sometimes host is very, especially for SAA Zoom Master, it's important for us to take some nice picture during our meeting. Hereby, the view mode can help you to take the picture as you want. We have different style of view mode, like the standard, as you can see the speaker in the main center and other participants on the top. This one will be focusing on the speaker when we have the main speaker that share about the information that we want people only focus on him or her. Then second will be the side-by-side speaker. This usually will be used when we have the certificates or awards giving. We will make sure that the slide is at the side and the other side will be on the speaker. And also we have the gallery view that help us to make a beautiful group photo. How are you going to operate it? Just from the right side of your top corner, you can see a view mode. Then you can choose what type of mode that you want to view. Okay. Now, let's see. When we talk about group photo, I would like to also share on this. There's a picture on left and a picture on right. Which you like the most, left side or right side?
Right.
Right. Why?
Full screen.
Full screen. Okay. What else?
Non-video participant will not be shown.
Correctly. This sometimes when we have some non-video participants, they are not responding to us, and we try to make the picture group photo become standardized into one format like us. We are showing the action, right? So when we use the function of hiding the non-video participant, it will help the picture in more we will stay in more clean from the view. Okay, so how are you going to operate it? From the non-video participants, those participants that not opening the video, you just click the 3 dots beside them, their name, and then you see there will be a button of hide non-video participants. This is also one of the features that can helping you, especially for the contest. When we have some group photo that we will try to take a group photo, but there's too many people, we cannot spotlight for more than 9, right? So how are we going to take all the participants' videos? Then this one will be helping us. Just open the video for those participants, and for non-participants, they might want to hide themselves. Then the photographer will use this function to take the group photo. It's very fast. Then you just spotlight one by one. Next, I will explain on poll. So this is the features of the business account we'll have. And to launch the poll, we can set different types of question topic as we like. And just for your information, recently Zoom also sharing a new feature where the polls can also be in advanced type. We can share the picture, we can use the short answer, we can try different set quiz in the poll. So maybe if you have the interest, you can also try out the function. And when you launch the poll, you can see and is anyone participants answering the poll, then we can see the response, or who will be the main chosen response. And as a host, you can decide you want to share the result or you don't want to share the result with audience. And you can also relaunch the poll if the result is same. So you want to make sure that there's one winner from your result, you might relaunch the poll. And just for your information, this the poll function that I mentioned just now, the Zoom poll functions, is only available for those that have the control in the account, which means they can access the back end. Like Toastmaster, we usually have the access for SAA. If you are not SAA, just as hostmaster, a Toastmaster that helping for the Zoom Master or the other role, my suggestion for you is you don't need to so worry. We have so many online options that we can choose, like Google Form, Mentimeter, Slido. All these also online tools that are effective for using online without you need to log in to the Zoom account. Next, for the chat. Well, everyone can type a chat. Like just now, I'm asking question. Everyone is typing the chat, right? But as a host, I can also decide that whether I want or don't want the participants to chat. For the feature, if you choose no one, that's means including host and co-host cannot touch in chat. And if you just pick for the co-host and host, then only you can saw the message from host and co-host. This function is very good when we have the webinar, because we have the webinar, we want to announce something, but instead of announcing, then we don't want people to say hi to overlook the message. And what is the difference between everyone and anyone directly? If you pick everyone, that means the message can only be sent to everyone. There's no private message allowed. But if you pick the everyone and anyone directly, that means I can private message someone in our chat room. Same as we can share the file from our chat. Okay, so about the share screen, next is on hosting. You need to share some screens, right? So the share screen, we can pick this function by clicking the advanced option, and we can select that multiple participants can share simultaneously. And who can be the share? Is it host only, or the participants can also share from their end? And I would like to also share the share screen function. Usually when we share screen, there's some option that you can pick. Like me, I have dual monitor. So there will be showing the screen 1, screen 2, or I can select for certain program or apps so that you can see the share screen, or even from the iPhone and web. And don't forget, there's a share sound button. If you don't tick on the share sound, that means there will be no audios available during your sharing, especially when you share some music or share some video. This button, don't forget to tick on it. And there's a PowerPoint as virtual background. As like what I did now, I use my PowerPoint as virtual background so that I can easily control the slide and you all can see me in the slide. No need to pick on the view function on the gallery and the others mode, okay? And for the portion of screen, this is the part that I always use. Why? As a Zoom master, I need to control the slide. I need to see the chat. I need to make sure that I highlight the timer in the simultaneous time. In the same time, I got so many things to do. So what I did was I would use the portion of screen so that people can see my screen while I can handle other tasks. This is what you will see. When you use the portion of screen, you will see a green box. So the content inside the green box will be the screen that participants will see. And what I did was like this. I will control the slide and make it into the next slide. And beside that, I can see my timer. I can see the chat while I can control the participant. This is how I control it by using one screen. Okay. And for recording, remember for the business account, we have the function on record our recording on cloud. This recording on cloud got some special feature that we can share to anyone's other people by using link, but I won't talk about this today. We will continue in part 2 next time. Okay. And next will be on the breakout room. Wow, this is another feature of a business account need. Why? Sometimes we might have some discussion. So the breakout rooms helping you to segregate your participants into different rooms as you assign. You can assign automatically by Zoom, or usually we assign manually because we want them into that specific room. So after you clicking creating, there will be a different room that, as you can see, then you can assign and click the names of the participants that you want them to join the room. And you can also rename the room also. And if you feel that, oh, my first assign is wrong, I need to reassign again, then you can recreate the room, or you can add more room. And once you open the room, you can also do some setting. You see the option downstairs. You can set, you want to count down for closing of the breakout room in the 10 second, 15 second, or even 30 second. And you allow or automatically move all the participants. If they don't press the button accept, then you need to wait them. So usually I will automatically move them into the room so that they not accepting the invitation, they can also direct move into the room. And this is what we will see. And just for your information, we can broadcast the participants in the room by using message. And the latest function of Zoom is you can broadcast by using the voice. Last is on the whiteboard. Now, if we have some team building, we want to have some idea, we can create a whiteboard that everyone put their ideas together. Like this, you can have a blank whiteboard, or you can have some team template whiteboard. And don't forget also, when we do some meeting, we would wish to have it in online. So you can live in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever. Okay, throughout the meeting, I hope that this sharing tonight will inspire you to get some idea on how Zoom works. And I hope that my sharing tonight will get you into more proficiency to managing the Zoom. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. June, our